And
Do I have to check in online?
no,
if I'm in
no, you too early. Check the sounds, locking it, make sure everything's running. Test, test. Live on Galveston. See what Houston talking about. Test, test. I ain't got no audio.
No audio, sir?
Hold on. Test, test. Okay, I got the audio. Most High Christ. Sweet. You got the music set up to the phone, so you're the Most High hand, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, start out at 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York, where we're led today by the amazing Commanding General YAHANNA. You understand? This is the I.S.U.P.K. Houston, Galveston, Lufkin, Beaumont, Port Arthur, Tuesday night brotherhood class. You understand? And we want to get off into something. So first of all, we got some announcements, right? General Hyman will be in Texas, in the city of Austin. You understand? This weekend, April the 3rd, right? You got business he got to take care of, but the general will be here. You understand? And here to solve all our problems, as he says, every Mondays and Thursdays, right? He's going to solve our problems and answer all our questions. Because he's awesome. That's what he does. Also, Passover, right? The Lord's 55th annual Passover is on this. It's a couple of days away. You understand? As soon as you blink, we're going to all have to converge on North Carolina. You understand? So we're going to talk about that. Passover is a celebration of celebrating brotherhood, right? Commemorating what the Most High did for us, getting us out of Egypt, you understand? And then we also remember our King, right? Because that's what Paul told us, right? As often as we take upon, eat of the bread and drink of the wine, right? We're supposed to remember our King. So we reserve all our emotions, you understand? Everything that we got going on, man, it's late. We fight, we do whatever we need to do to get to that Passover. You understand? So we can remember our King and the sacrifice that he made on that night. You understand? In the midst of the week. We want to talk about brotherhood, which is very important. You understand? Brotherhood is very important, right? Since 1969, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge has been giving the truth about the Bible, about history, about everything. Hey, can we put this cat up, Baba Kashan? Put this cat up. You understand? Been given the history and actually the most freeing thing that we could give, that could be given to so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. And that's the truth, right? And the most important thing about that is understanding that the greatest man that ever walked on the face of the earth was a black man. You understand? And it's so sad that we've been saying it since 1969, that Christ is black, the disciples were black, all the prophets are black, the Most High is depicted as a black man. You understand? And that it takes an oppressor, right? He might not be our oppressor over here in America, but he is an oppressor. You understand? His name is Vladimir Putin, brother. And You understand? We've been doing the brotherly thing of teaching the true color of our King, right? Being absolute brothers, doing work in the community and just abroad. Wherever there's boots on the ground, Commander YAHANNA got, you understand? We've been teaching the truth. You understand? And it's just so sad. It takes for Vladimir Putin, right, to unscroll what we've been knowing, what we've been, you understand? Which leads me to my topic. You know what I'm saying? Let me, give me for that violence against thy brother. What is that? You know that, Let me help you out. Go to, Obadiah, brother. See, what we need to understand and what we're not taught in Christian churches is that this Bible, you understand, is a multi-purpose book. It has layers, layered. You understand what I'm saying? So not only is it about a book about good and evil, it's also a book about brothers and how you're supposed to treat one another. You understand? About how the Most High choosing a people and then people being his people and giving us instructions, right? Not only that, but it's to show his, you know what I'm saying, the Most High's purpose on what brotherhood truly is. You understand? Obadiah. Go to verse 10. You know what I'm saying? So this is what makes this place so terrible. You understand? This is what makes being ruled over by the so-called Edomites so terrible for what they've done to us. You understand? These people have, because here's the thing, right? We all come from Adam, right? We all bleed blue. We all bleed red, right? You understand? We're taught that the mindset is that we together and solve world hunger and solve problems and doing whatever. Obadiah chapter 1 verse 10. You understand? Hold on real quick. I'm talking to the sister. You understand? So we're taught that here in America, or at least in these black Christian churches and in these Catholic churches, right? Black and Hispanic people are taught that. We're taught to forgive and conform. You understand? Because that's our spirit in the first place, right? But what's so disgusting about Obadiah, but what Vladimir Putin, they all in the Eastern Bloc of Europe, that's where all the artifacts are of black, you understand, black and Hispanic men, you understand, being the men of God. You understand? Before it was whitewashed, because during the Byzantine Empire, we had all that. You understand? The Byzantine Empire was in Russia and in the Eastern Bloc of Europe. You understand? That's the land that we owned. We created the royal crest and family line. There's a book we got. It's called the Black Image and the White Mind, where they did a 150-year study, right, of how black people are viewed in the mind of our oppressors, of white people. You understand? And it shows the coats of arms, and it says Negro coats of arms on those things. You understand? In those images. They knew that they were descendants of Jacob. They called themselves Jacobites. You understand? The officer out there in California had an excellent breakdown of the Moors. Officer 5000, Thawar Gabor, he's awesome. So I suggest y'all go back and take a look at that in Hollywood Israelites. But he broke that thing all the way down. You understand? About Spain and how all oppressor guys in Spain started calling themselves Sephardic Jews and all this stuff, man. It's awesome. But yeah, read that for me so we can get some understanding, right? Of the Bible, you understand, being a book about brotherhood. Read that.
Okay. This is the book of God.
I can't hear you.
1 verse 10.
Can't hear you. Is your mic on?
Okay. Text. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee.
Good night, brother. You understand? Our forefather Jacob, the forefather of so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American people, the forefather of the Israelites. Jacob was a man, you understand what I'm saying, who received the blessing from his forefather Abraham, then Isaac, then him. Jacob wrestled with an angel all night long. You understand? After the Most High promised his mother, right, that he would be the son of promise, right? His mother went to a seer, a prophet, and asked, why are these two children fighting in my womb? And he had to tell her, look, you got two nations in your womb. You understand? But we started as brothers, right? But nevertheless, the Lord made two different manner of people. So Esau came out looking like our oppressor today, the way they look today, where their blood shows through their skin. When they laugh, they turn red. When they smile, they turn red. If they get mad, they turn red, right? That's supposed to be a universal sign to leave them alone. You understand? Don't say nothing to them, because all they can do is lie. And also, unalive, right? They're the best unalivers, brother, in the earth. So read that again.
For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee.
Right. So the Lord, before our forefathers, and I'm gonna pull it too, right? Let me see. Go to Genesis chapter 4, right? So this is the whole understanding, right? So Adam, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go back to that. Yakabah, so hold your place. You understand? So in Genesis chapter 4, right? Adam was the first man, right? Not the first man in the earth, but the first man to receive the commandments of God. And that's what made him a living soul. So the commandments of God are thou shalt not eat this. Can't eat pork, shrimp, or lobster, right? If you're only supposed to lay with a woman of your family, right? And then if you lay with that woman, that is your wife forever. You understand? Pretty much everything that we're not taught in the Christian church. That's what Adam was taught. And according to the Bible, it made him a living soul. So Adam, after being kicked out of the garden for disobeying the Lord by listening to his wife, his woman first, and not obeying the Most High, and then what they did was take on other cultures of the people in the garden around them, right? Started wearing dashikis, right? That's why the Lord asked them, who told you were naked? You understand? Naked not meaning they were literally walking around without clothes on, but literally they're partaking in the culture that the Most High gave them, made them, you know what I'm saying, perfect in the sight of the Lord. So when you see us wearing crowns on our head, fringes on our pants and the border of our garments, right? That is our culture. And that's what the Lord is pleased with, because that's what he gave for us to wear. All women to be modest. You understand? All women to have the understanding that if they lay down with this man, they're going to stay with this man forever. And that this man, that they're supposed to please this man as their man pleases the Most High. You understand? That is the culture that under Commander Junior YAHANNA, we're going to reintroduce back into the earth unto our people first. You understand? Not to nobody else. So Adam then had two sons, right? Go to start at verse 1.
This is Genesis chapter 4, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And Adam knew Eve, his wife,
Uh-huh.
and she conceived.
That's right. So new, right? According to the Bible, when you see new, that means they did it. You understand what I'm saying? That means they consummated their marriage. Right? Keep going.
And bare Cain,
Uh-huh.
and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord.
Right. You go to verse 4.
Okay. Read down to verse 4.
No, go to verse 4.
Verse 4. And Abel, he also brought of the firstling of his flock,
Mm-hmm.
and of the fat.
So like you go to verse 2, my bad.
Verse 2. And she again bare his brother, Abel.
Uh-huh.
And Abel was a keeper of sheep.
You see what I'm saying? So then she had Cain first, right? And then she had Abel. So what does that make Cain and Abel, sis? Turn on to use the mic. What does that make Cain and Abel? They make them brothers. You understand what I'm saying? So these are brothers that receive the commandments of God. You understand? Meaning knowing what animal to sacrifice, what animal not to sacrifice. You understand? Knowing what food to eat, what not to eat. You see what I'm saying? These are commandments on to how to make us healthier people, A. You understand? B, cleaner people, right? And then with that, gives us rulership and understanding how to have dominion over all the earth. Because guess who gave us these commandments? You know who gave us these commandments? Gave Adam the commandments? The creator of the heavens and the earth. You understand? So who would know more about how to rule over the earth than him, right? You see what I'm saying? Right. Go ahead, keep reading.
But Cain
Uh-huh.
was a tiller of the ground.
Uh-huh.
Verse 3. And in process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord.
Well,
Verse 4.
I'm teaching class. Keep reading.
And Abel,
Okay.
he also brought of
I'm
the
in class,
firstling
man.
of his
You call
flock,
it
and of the fat thereof. And the
No.
Lord had respect unto Abel, and to his
It's
offering.
nighttime. I'm teaching class.
Verse 5.
So here's the thing, right? Yeah. Yeah, so here's the whole aspect about it, right? So you see, right? So this is why people stop, don't do that, right? So this is why people have the Christian church, right? You're deceived from the jump, right? If you think Adam and Eve were the only two people on the face of the earth, right? And what explains how does Cain and Abel know what to sacrifice? You ask your Christian pastor that. How does Cain know to sacrifice? How does Abel know to sacrifice a clean animal, a lamb? Right? And stump them with that one. Right? Because they were giving something that separated them from the other people in the earth. You understand? Because we see in the book of Genesis on the sixth day, the Lord created all mankind. It says that plain in chapter 1, that he created all mankind, created male and female. He created them and told them to be fruitful and multiply. So that means Adam was already here. Adam already had a mother and a father that he knew that he had to separate from and cleave unto his woman. You see what I'm saying? So this Bible is manifold. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning that there's layers to it. It's like an onion. You understand? You peel something back, right? You peel a layer of onion back, boom, you see something else. Peel that layer back, there's a whole nother aspect to it. You understand? But the simple way to understand this Bible, right? And I'm gonna pull some scriptures on that. The most simplistic way to understand it, right, is to you're supposed to love the Lord with all your heart, all your mind, and all your soul. But then how can you say you love the Lord but don't do what he says, right? Then the second aspect, but then how can you say you love the Lord but treat the brother and the sister that you see every day like crap? It doesn't make sense. You understand what I'm saying? So go back to Go back to verse 4 for me.
Okay. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 4, verse 4.
Can't hear you.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 4, verse 4.
Talking to the mic now.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 4, verse 4. And Abel, he also brought of the firstling of his flock,
Mm-hmm.
and of the fat thereof.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his.
Right. You had to be chosen by the Most High to know the Most High as a Go to verse 6.
Why art thou worked? Why art thou wrought? And why in countenance fall?
Right. You understand? Like the Lord saw, because Cain got up at Abel's sacrifice, which the Abel gave what Most High told there's something there? Come check it. Did you unplug or something? Yes.
I didn't unplug.
Okay, we back on.